Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Best Couple podcast. You're here with me.
We're not the Best Couple podcast anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We had a change of...
It is an easy podcast. You're here with me, Sarit and Stevie K. Not that we are the best couple. We named it the best couple because we're aiming to be the best couple, are we? Why did we name it the best couple? We wanted to be the best couple.
I think so. I just couldn't think of a name and it was available.
And I liked it, but I was just like, ain't people going to think we're a bit too much? They think that the best couple?
No, we never thought that was the best couple.
It's like,
it wasn't
what we're
anything
aiming
like that.
to get to. Are we anywhere near
When
it?
we were about 90.
Are we anywhere near that? No, we're not.
What?
I just did a really good TikTok talking nicely and highly about you.
What's that got to do with this now?
Because I put you on a pedestal. And I don't know why, because actually before we came on here, he was like, you can think about what you want to talk about. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about that. I put you on a pedestal and you're laughing. I did. You haven't watched the TikTok. And plus, secondly, what your daughter thought was cringe. She's like, this is why I can't be on your TikTok, Mum. You cringe me out as your daughter, but anyone else can watch it. I was like, why did I cringe you out? I did. They were dance. Don't stop believing.
Okay.
Hold on. No. You know what? What we can talk about is you. He's made me feel so self-conscious. He picked up a photo earlier of me whilst I was upstairs getting ready and stuff. And he's like, can't believe this was you. There's something different.
Say that.
Basically, he's telling me I'm fat.
I didn't say that.
You might as well have, because you're laughing. Kenny.
Can I just say, look, the starting's just, like, we just begun. It's been about 2 minutes. And she's just gone, dun, 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 from Best Couple podcast to It Isn't Easy
That's what I
to
do.
The Way I Look to this. Oh,
So
my
I do on
God.
TikTok. I check off here, there, everywhere.
You know, why not just, like, slowly
I have
get into it?
ADHD.
Oh, my God, no, you don't. Anyway, yeah. So, guys.
Plus, it's really freaking cold still. And I just said to him, we should do this podcast in my bedroom, because where we are situated, where we are located, we are like the last house of the neighborhood, and we have brick walls all the way around us, which we get no lighting other than my bedroom. So my bedroom is like, today is full of a beam. I think that's why the sun's got to me. I've been sitting there all morning, and it's been so nice to sit there, absorb the heat. And then you come down here
It's
and
cold.
I'm like, oh.
It's cold downstairs. Considering that outside it is about 14, 15 degrees, it's cold in our house downstairs. And the thing is, no point us like putting any sort of heating on, because no one, the kids are in here, so it's only the two of us. And not only that, it is warm outside. It's warmer out, and because we both work upstairs, it's really warm upstairs. So it's warm in the office and it's warm in our bedroom where Sweet does her work.
Oh, that's nice.
But downstairs, as soon as you come downstairs, it's cold. We did decide to do the podcast downstairs because, if you guys know, we've got a reaction channel. So do our work up there, and thought, okay, why not have a different setup for the podcast? But it's not going so well because we were doing it in the living room, and then the background just was like us two sitting, and there was the seat, and it just didn't feel right.
No.
Then we moved into the dining room, and we thought it would be nice to just have, like, a bit of space in the back. But the sunlight comes, and I think the last podcast, it was blinding. So we've got a window in front of us, a window behind us.
Yeah.
No good view, and we're just like going, okay,
The
we
view
can't
that
do
we
that.
do have that's good, he did mention, he goes, shall we do it on the next one where we're sitting on the opposite side of this table and it's the patio doors and you can see the whole world outside?
But
You
then
can't really see the
again,
world.
we
You can
don't know
see
how
beautiful trees and beautiful.
because the lighting doesn't happen until later in the day. does it?
But you just don't know. It's going to be like weird. You'll have like, I don't know, lovely birds flying by, maybe squirrel hopping by. We have all
So
sorts
the
of stuff.
other thing we've decided is, what if, I don't know, I don't think many people do that. How about if we just put our mics into our bedroom on the side and put the camera there, and we just basically do the podcast, sit in bed, because we're just talking about stuff, aren't we? We talk about life, we talk about random stuff.
But that's a bit personal, and then people are going to be thinking that's their bed. What else do they get up to in there? Like, you know, we're just not imagining things.
No, only you would think like that. You know what I mean? Not people don't think like that.
Don't even start me and your thinking, dude. Don't act all innocent.
I don't think those kind of things.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, talking about the stuff, like, because she said earlier, this photograph, saw a photograph of both of us together. And I went, oh my God, you look different on this. That's what happened. And I showed her and she looked at it and she went, yeah, because I think I put some weight on. And I said, no, you haven't. I just said it straight away. No, you haven't. Not hesitating, not anything. No, you haven't. And she went, yeah, that was when I was younger.
I wasn't even young. It's like 4 years ago.
Yeah, and you know what she said? You made me old and mouldy. I went,
It sounds so much better when you say it. I think.
How the heck did I make you old and mouldy? I'm not being bad, but we all age. You know, even the most glamorous actresses and actors out there, you see them when they were younger, and when now, as they're getting older, we all gonna age. But Sri, no. Not that I'm aging, you know, whatever, or I'm aging gracefully, or I'm happy, or I'm not. You made me old and mouldy. Oh my God, I didn't know I was God. So, but yeah, so let's talk about that. Okay,
I think
let's talk about that. How do you feel? About we could just talk about so many different things about us two, so you guys can get to know a bit more about us, what we're thinking, what we're feeling about different subjects. So, how do you feel about getting older or aging, or the way that you used to look to the way that you look? Because I'm sure for many women and men, and I can also answer this, many people out there do start to feel uncomfortable, either because they're aging and they're putting weight on, or they're losing weight, or, you know, their hair is, they're losing hair, or it's going white, they're going grey, or, you know, they're getting wrinkles, anything else, or the shape of their structure of their face, or, you know, due to teeth and everything else is all changing.
Oh, don't get me started on teeth.
So let me ask, because there must be, obviously we're in our 40s, there's people out there in their 40s and 50s, all probably gone through that in some stage of their life, where they're thinking, damn, I used to fit into this, or I used to look like this. And with everything else that happens in life, it can make you feel depressed in a way. What for some people might just embrace it beautifully. I don't care. But you can see with cosmetic surgery this day and age, even when people are starting from in their 20s and 30s, but even now up until 50s, now so many people who have, like, you know, eyes done, lips done, Botox,
big thing
this, that, which again, like I said, everyone each their own way. If people want to do that or are happy to do that, that's fine. I'm not criticizing or judging, not in any place to do so.
Go on.
But how do you feel about you getting older or aging?
How do I feel? I think
after seeing that picture,
there's not much difference. I've just got a lot more, like,
what?
I got lashes on, and I don't do that kind of stuff. Don't wear them all the time. Don't laugh. I can see your grin coming. I wish I brought you downstairs. There's not much difference. I don't do my makeup like that. I just do subtle makeup, and maybe because I'm smiling so much, because I don't smile these days.
Your face looks a bit more round.
Kenny,
just slightly.
so mean.
No, I didn't say it was a bad thing. I did not say it was a bad thing.
Like, does it? It's because my tooth.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That one tooth made your face round.
Yeah, it's swollen. My face is swollen on that. It's this particular side, isn't it?
I was saying the whole face looks round.
Ken!
No, okay. It doesn't. No. Will you stop looking over there in the mirror?
See, this is what he does.
Anytime I say anything, even if I compliment her,
okay, well, you were asking
she
me a
has to look in the
question,
mirror.
and then you went off and saying I was fat again.
Oh, no, so aging. How do you feel about you aging and the way that...
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I must say is, a while back, I was like, what the hell? There's, like, shit. I don't know. I'm not happy with this. And the reason for that is I felt like I've wasted a lot of time not being happy with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't embraced me and my body and the way I look at all enough. I haven't appreciated it. And I feel like, why are you laughing for?
I haven't embraced my body. I haven't appreciated it. I was going to say something.
No, go on. No, go on.
Nothing.
You can't just laugh and not say what you want to say.
No. It was a bit inappropriate. So,
told you. This man is full of a lot of inappropriate stuff. No, I want to know what it was.
No. That's why I can't really... you guys could never take me seriously if I was...
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Life coaching or advice kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what? I know exactly what you're thinking because of what you said the other day. You thought whilst you were waiting in the car pick up your son, that it would have been nice if I sent you a picture. And now you probably wouldn't want one.
Oh, please don't. No. I'm only joking.
Ken,
Just get on with it. No, so you're talking about
evil?
something.
No, that's exactly what you were thinking.
Okay, so you was embracing yourself. Yes, go on.
Yeah, I should have done more of that as well. Taken pictures of me, and not sent them you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just that side of it. Like,
You can still make most of that time now, because when you're 80, then you're gonna also regret that you didn't do it in your 40s. But anyway.
And do what with them?
I don't
want to send them you after you just laughed at me.
No, I'm just saying.
And you actually just said
so
no. You actually just said, I'm glad you didn't.
No. So what did you say?
No, why did you say that?
You said something about embrace yourself. You wish that you embrace yourself, and you also.
Yeah, that one thing I wish I appreciated a lot more, like back then.
Sorry.
And I think that's been a really it's been a really hard thing to accept as well. Like, because I never really, I don't know, I just didn't. Back in the days, you remember, you used to say you never used to take photos of yourself ever. You used to always take, and I did. It was just about my kids. You'd be lucky if I'm in a picture. If I am, I'm with them. Not a single photo of me on my own. I never used to take them. I don't know, I just wasn't. I didn't see myself as someone who needs to take pictures or who's pretty. And it's weird.
Yeah, but why would you have to think of yourself as looking pretty just to take a picture? Do you know what I mean?
I know, but like I just never
I'm not
used
going to take a picture because I'm not.
Yeah, but I never used to just think, oh, let's take a picture of me. Why? What's the point of that? Like, I didn't seem. But the thing is, I used to have very bad judgment about myself, the way I looked and stuff. And I think that okay enough now to say, because of how I was brought up and what I was made to feel. Mm-hmm. So I used to really feel like there's nothing much to look at, because I was really put down a lot growing up. And it's like all that time has gone, and I used to take so much more pictures with the kids. I'll be in the pictures. I'd take more pictures of you and the kids than I did of me. Mm-hmm. So you'll see a lot of, fathering daughters together growing up, and I'm not really in them much. But now I'm like, shit, the more I've like gone wiser, I've learned a lot about myself. So don't look at me like that either.
No, you said something about wiser.
I'll freaking make you wise, because it's taken me this many years to freaking sort you out. Repeat the same patterns.
Yeah, you're still with me, so you ain't that wise.
But I think that was my calling, to make him like wisen up.
The Jedi Knight.
I really do believe that was my calling, to be with you, to sort you out.
I think every woman thinks that about her husband.
Honestly, because you were just as broken as me, if not more.
This supposed to be about your aging and not about everything else. Sorry, guys.
But anyway, yes, but now it's like, I feel the happiest I've ever felt. And whether you think I'm morty, fat, whatever, more than I put on a bit than I got a round face. I feel the happiest I've ever felt, like with inside. So it's not like, like looking at my body and stuff. I feel really happy with inside. But I do look back and I think, I wish I did. And my best friend, he'd be at it for ages, having a go at me, because he could see what, like kind of things I've been through in life, and where he tried to really push me and encourage me. And, whether it was to take photos of myself, whether it was to just get in front of the camera and talk, or whether it was just to love myself. And he always used to like tell me the good stuff about me. All the good stuff. And I never saw that. And now I look at it and I'm thinking, I'm in that place. I feel what he used to say. And I can't really, keep dwelling on, oh my God, I wish I did, because I'm in such a better place to where I was then. So it's a bit of like, if I look back, I'm like, but I'm glad where I am now, because I'm in such a better place in me inside.
Are you doing that now?
Taking photos.
Or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Are you that person, or is it, you said I wish then, but are you now?
I'm not really taking those photos.
I had this friend who told me all this about me, and I didn't make the most of it back then. And finally I've embraced it and I've taken it all. But
people would say,
so are you now? No.
People would say
Okay.
I probably am, like, because I see a lot of photos of me, and but I don't know. I think the last good half a year, it's been more about like I've understand everything I've been through, but it's been more about just having the time back and reflecting. And I don't want to be doing because I was doing that. I was taking photos. I was like, You know, I was doing it, but I don't think I need to. I will do, but when I want to. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like I need to just to prove, like, oh my God, and look back at them that I was beautiful. I'm in such a good place where I know I feel good inside. It's not about how I look outside.
Right.
So that, and also with aging, I can't wait till the day that I'm looking forward to it, because it is, as you get older, there's more you have to do. There's more like, you feel like your effort you have to put in to look nice and whatever else not.
Okay, let's go into that. Like, obviously people have to colour their hair
Yeah,
and
and
things
I can't
like that.
wait when I don't have to colour, because I do dye my hair, because I get a lot of women who ask me, and I'm
just going.
I'm like,
well, be
I
open.
hate dyeing my hair. And I'll leave it for at least it's been like how many 3-4 weeks, month, and I haven't dyed my hair. Am I conscious about it? You know what? I look at it, I think they actually look okay. They don't look that bad. But I feel like the reason I still want to just make.
You get irritated though.
I don't. What I get irritated is that I don't like to do the whole process of doing it.
Yeah, you get irritated with that as well.
It's so much time, and it's so horrible.
But she'll always like put her head in my face and go, "Have a look. Can you not see the roots?" And I'm like going, "No, I can't see them, man." And like going, "But they're there." I'm like going,
"Yeah,
what are you
I
seeing
feel like
that I'm not?"
My hair has gotten like, I think the last 3 years, because whilst we're doing Magic Flicks, I know I didn't have to dye my hair as much. Like, it wasn't really bad. I did here or there, but just patches. Now over the 3 years, and it's not. I feel like it is just is hereditary. Whether I think I had my first one at 18, to be honest, because I remember being in India, and one of the neighbours, I know how to look for nits and stuff when you're in India, like they sit on the shut the rooftop, and they have their munji out, the beds, whatever you want to call them, and they're just at it at the kids' hairs.
Okay, so
I remember the lady telling me that I had my first one at 18, right? So, and I don't think it like got really, really bad after, like it just had one after the other. It really is like the last 3 years I've noticed so much more, and I'm more like, you know what, I'm gonna be okay with it. I can't wait to actually go grey. But you know what I'm thinking also, do I like let it go grey before I even have my first grandchild? So this is how far I was thinking about things like this, because I don't want to be like, they see, I don't know, they look back and they think, you know how you look at your pictures of Bibi and you will say she was always grey.
She was always the same, yeah.
Yeah. That my grandkids are like, she's always grey and she looked good, kind of thing. But the only reason it stops me is because I don't feel like I've lived life enough. I haven't done much, and
your hair colour changes how you live your life.
It can, because when certain things you want to wear and it doesn't just go, kind of thing.
Oh.
That kind of thing. But then you know what I don't like is the transition. I'd rather be all grey than be grey and little whites, because I don't think that looks nice. Like black and grey. Okay. I don't think it looks nice.
Okay.
I'd rather overnight my hair just all completely goes grey, and not wait for the process of going slowly, if you get what I mean.
Wow. You're in your 40s, okay. So is there like a time frame or something that when you're going to be grey? Because if you're going to get our kids are in their 20s. So even if they do get married or have kids, could be another 3 or 4 years.
Got married.
So basically, technically, if they got married in the next 2 or 3 years, you're still not going to be hitting 50.
Yeah.
So, and with not hitting 50, so are you, you're not.
I swear down, I've been thinking about it so much more. Like, I don't think I care less. The only thing I think I'll do.
If you see the amount of women that I see even now up until the age of 70.
Yeah.
70.
Because it's, why?
70, 75, they're still dyeing their hair.
Yeah. And it doesn't look nice.
Black.
You know what it is? It's because it's okay for a guy, because I think it really suits guys. It suits you. I think you look lovely with your whites.
See, again,
No, let me finish. You see, then you don't let me speak. Guys look really good in their whites, and I think women do as well, but men don't think so. I don't think men do appreciate it. They start straight away as soon as that woman's got like grey hair or stuff, or it's like less attractive or something.
Yeah, so I see a lot of women say though.
It isn't, but even your own partner could. You're telling me if I went now white.
Yeah.
Would you still find me attractive? Would you still think, oh wow, now you just picked up a photo of me and you was like, oh, you're gone round her in the face?
Yeah, I still find you attractive though.
With white hair?
Yeah, because like I said,
you're saying that, but there's a lot of women who have done that. Like you just said,
look at your photo there, and I still think you're attractive, regardless of if your face isn't looking like that.
But
what I'm trying to say is, just because your hair color is going to be different. I mean, trust me, I've seen you with no makeup on, so and on your bed. and on your bad days when you're levitating. So I still love you then as well.
What about when
Sorry,
you're on your
guys.
period?
Exactly.
What about when you're on
But this
it
is
more
what
than me?
love and relationships are. This is what I'm trying to say. You know what? It's not the partners. It's not about that, is it? Though, yeah, you
No.
accept.
Yeah, but
I'm
there's a lot
saying-
of Steve. There's a lot of partners, and I know I've seen a lot of women who do feel like the men are not attracted to them anymore, or even if they're single and they want to, just go white and embrace it, that they feel like men are not attracted to them, but yet women are. Women do embrace their partners, or I feel like men look freaking hot with white hair. I say every actor that I've been, even like we did a reaction the other day, and who was it that what was his name?
Farhan
Akhtar. He just looks so bad with such black hair, and the man looks so good when he's just letting it be.
Yeah.
Like honestly, he's so attractive, and I think it just ruins it. So us women appreciate the way a man looks and as they age and stuff, whereas the opposite way around is not. You can say that, but if I came down now with a white wig, are you going to tell me like, whoa?
If you still look hot, I'm sure there's women out there with white hair who look hot. There's women who are blonde, women who have got red hair who are look hot.
I don't
So,
know.
it's not just about
I'm
that.
gonna set the
It
trend
doesn't
and be
mean
the
that
first-
those
one of the
women
first
don't
I
look
know.
beautiful. Women do.
One of the
So,
first.
different
See,
colour
I
hair?
feel like I'm going to set the trend and be one of the first. Maybe.
No, I'm just
After
saying,
my-
why wouldn't someone? I know that there's several, I would say, Instagram or influencers who are mainly white. They've let their hair go white,
Mm.
and people have really drawn to them. Like to say, "Wow, not only do you look amazing,
Yeah.
but fair play is you're doing something that is actually natural."
Yeah.
But yet this world that we live in is telling us not to be natural.
Yeah.
And but yet this person's done it, and then the amount of people support that should not support, like women are going, wow. I think it's more to do with we can do that.
Yeah.
So
And still
they-
can't do it,
they've
even
seen
watching her do it.
as this like idol, as a role model that she's embracing her, and she looks great.
Yeah. I found her. I remember you saying.
But I'm just saying.
But with
so
me,
you could be
I
one
would
of those
rather
Indian
be-
girls who can be on a podcast or a show who embraces herself and says, "You know what, sod this, I don't care." You know
I
what
will.
I mean?
I know. I'm going to get. Then I feel like for a fact how angry I get about doing it. And the thing is, I feel like I've only got like probably 30% of grey hair, all over, because I'm not like 50 or 40. I know that it's like, but
Not a lot.
it's not a lot. But that
You don't see it often.
no. But the thing is, for me, I don't want to be like a mixed match of like a lot of black hair and then greys in it. I'd rather just be grey. Like if I was overnight, just go grey.
Okay,
That'd be great.
now we're gonna get off the subject of just being grey. Okay,
Yeah.
because we're just gonna be talking about
It'd be
hair.
easier, but I think I'll do it a lot sooner than you expect,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't wait to do it because I hate the process of having to dye your hair
Okay.
and everything else that comes with it because your hair doesn't feel great.
So besides your hair, how's aging? Are you happy with aging? But it's your hair or the color of your hair isn't the only thing, is it?
No, of course
it's
I
not
am.
just
I
that.
am happy with the aging. And I think more than anything, I think I'm happy within, and I think being happy within is the best feeling you can have, because you can look great on the outside.
And how about body changing? Are you happy with that, or are
I-
you like
no.
going, you know
I
what?
wanna-
No, I could be. You know what? Considering it has changed, but I know I can look a certain way, and I have. Have you? Would you say I've just let myself go, or would you say
I don't think I've let myself go, but we don't like. The thing is, I'm not very active, so I have put on a little weight, not a lot, but I have put on weight. I'm not happy with it. You can. He's mean. He's mean. Why is it about me? Because I can start on you. You've
no,
been
no, no.
fluctuating
No.
like no man's business for the last.
This isn't
10
this
years.
was supposed to be, but the thing is, it's becoming like, I'm asking the question, so you're answering, which is good because there's loads of women out there. I'm sure men will probably want to know about how I feel about myself, but I'm just saying,
I think-
you're saying that. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, as we get old, there's people out there who probably still in their 50s and 60s who do, like you said, work out often.
Yeah.
And they could be in a good shape, but they still sometimes could look at themselves and going, oh, you know what? When I was 20 or when I was 30, I was looking in a certain way, and now I'm here. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But we're never going to always
but then
look the
there's-
same. But I know
we're
one
not,
thing
and
is,
that's what I mean. Sometimes it's mentally in your mind is because I sometimes do feel uncomfortable. Only in the sense that I mean I haven't been training. I did for a while. I've just but I always go back to every single time I'm like going damn in 2007 to 2011 I was probably my best physique
Yeah.
kind of thing, and how I looked, and then I've just gone you know what I believe that I could still hit that, but at the same time I'm there going I'm not. So this mindset is sometimes I believe I can if I worked out often and I ate properly, I know I can do it.
but you love food. I love food.
But that's the thing.
That's a
I'm
hard
at that
thing.
point where I'm going, do I really want to?
Yeah, it's like when
Do
we
you
went
know what
when
I
we
mean?
went to the beach. I didn't care. We went to Dubai. Where did we go now?
Egypt.
Egypt. And I was like, you know what? I came back fatter than I went because I
But that's
loved
the whole idea.
Exactly.
You go on holiday, you come back
But it
fat.
didn't. But before it would have bothered me that I want to look good in my bikini. I don't care as long as I'm happy and I'm having a good time. Nothing else matters. And at the moment, I know me, so I know I'm not a gym person. I couldn't do it. Like I'll go for a month and then it's cold.
she's
I've been
never-
hibernating for the last I don't know how many months. Like I just don't want to leave the house because it's so freaking cold. Like so I know for a fact there's no point me joining the gym.
She
There's
has
no
been
point me.
hibernating. She's like a bear. Her legs and everything is all hairy like a bear as well. So.
Is what? Say it again because sometimes people it goes under the
Oh, hairy like a bear.
yeah they are. I've shaved them actually and you wouldn't know that.
So, there you go.
Yeah, I shaved them actually. Yeah, I have. I was going to say something else, but I better not. Anyway, yeah. So like I've been hibernating. Now where was I? Now I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah,
It's
what was I
cold.
saying?
Yeah, and you went on a holiday.
So yeah, it's that
Okay.
kind of thing, Steve. I'm not really bothered about like I don't look at myself and think, oh my god, I look fat. I don't. I look at myself and I think I'm just proud of you. I'm like with everything you've been through, you still look damn good. Is how I look at myself.
Fair enough,
And
then.
I know I need to look better or I can improve in myself, but I'm not going to push myself. I'm not going to get depressed and cut out things that I enjoy eating just moderately. And that's what I've been doing.
How about clothes sense? I always find that as men and women age, that you tend to change. People tend to change the way that they dress. And do you think that the way that you dress has changed, or do you think that you still dress more or less the same way that you always have done, kind of thing? I know you had a big shift when from up until 20, you was 20 years old, where you was told what to wear and how to wear, how to dress and all that. And after that, you found your own style and fashion,
Yeah.
and the way that you sort of like dressed more or less, and you
I
carried
still,
on.
I
And
still,
would you say that
I think I still want to dress sexy. That's me. Because if I don't dress sexy, then I don't feel good because I like to look good. And obviously I don't think there's been big shifts. I feel that the only shift that's happened in me dressing differently and being covered up is because of social media and the pervy men that come. That stops me. I don't like that. So
on one of our channels.
So yeah, the Magic Flicks channel, there's so many pervs on there that it drives me insane that I cover up. And
Just
I've
because
had,
of that, isn't it?
yeah, and I've had to, and that, when we were working on the channel, it really depressed me not being able to be myself. So I've had to come off and on because of how I felt.
Because
other than
you
that,
feel that you can't be you.
no,
You've got to dress in a different way. It's weird. It's like, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like sometimes you get like movies or you get like, or shows and something. Women, sometimes they tell them to dress in, like you said, a sexier way because of the role, or, it will get viewers in.
Yeah.
Whereas you always dressed in that way, and you've gone the opposite to wear like, thicker clothes and stuff because you went, but yet this is not me.
Yeah.
I don't like wearing these, but I've got to wear these because people, the way that
and
they make me feel.
the way that they make you feel, and it doesn't just be that. It the extent it goes to, and the things that they do, and where they're posting these kind of things, and how they adjust things. I've never had to. The thing is, I know you say, well, you wasn't as big as you are now on the platforms, but I have been open on social media since 2013, and I had men, I never had this problem until we did Magic Flicks, and it's just made me think so differently towards a lot of things, and it's something that I just do not like. And it, like, if it was just okay, they commented and that's it, then you think, okay, well, big deal. You get that, you get that here or there. Nowhere near to what we get there. Nowhere near.
But it's not what we go
On the subject too. But like, yeah, that's the only thing that has changed is the channel that we do and the pervy men that are on there that I kind of want to cover up. But otherwise, it does make me grumpy. I do like to dress the way I want to. I mean, today, this makes me feel sexy as well because I think it's beautiful. I don't always have to, have my arms out or whatever else. No, but I like to dress. I have a certain type of the way I will continue on. Obviously, it's going to change as I get older and stuff. I'm not going to just switch to, because I still like my lovely dresses and whatever else not. And who knows, maybe I will still wear them when I've got grey hair and still want to look sexy and still want to look, maybe I'll still look good in them. I don't know, we'll see. But it hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is because of that side.
Everything else, but so there you go. So I'm just wondering if other women feel the same and they're happy with who they are.
Yeah.
And would you ever have any sort of
cosmetic
Botox or cosmetics to your face or your hair or anything?
Not at all. Not at all.
There you go.
The only one thing I want to do is have my eyes lasered. I know that's nothing, but no Botox. I mean, I get called left, right, centre. I mean, I get called for little things that I would have done, but I'm not really even fond of that, like nails. I get a lot of opportunities. Come and get your nails in our salon, blah blah blah, for free.
Nails.
I know, but they're so irritating for me. If I was
cosmetic.
younger, no, I know it's not cosmetic, but I'm going to go back into the cosmetic. Those kind of things, I get a lot of people wanting to collab and want to work with me and call me, and I'm like, ugh. If I was 20s, yeah, I'd probably get them done all the time. But I'm like, I'm happy. Like even now, like the last 2 weeks ago, my nails were really big. Like they're grown. They're really, I don't know, they're really strong and they've grown. And I was getting irritated by them. I just can't have long nails. And yeah, so that's one thing I can't and I won't do unless there was some kind of function or we're doing something. I want to look all top to bottom, get them done. But going back to cosmetics, I get people call me for that as well, whether it's your lips, your anything, or just even like, I don't know, facials and stuff. And I don't do that kind of stuff. You know me, I don't do any of the stuff that women do.
They don't know you. That's why I'm just helping. Like there's other girls out there from all over who watching different age groups, and many of them sometimes assume when they see people either on social media or doing podcasts or whatever that they must be doing this, they must be doing that, or this is what the background. This is what I'm just more or less getting you to share. I know that they know that what you do or how you feel about yourself, because there might be women your age or older than you also not comfortable either with the way that they look or the way that they dress, or they're happy dressing like you said, I'd like to dress sexy, and they might turn around and go, look, we're in our 40s or we're in our 50s and now we're just like thinking, should we change, even though they might be happy with what they wear. Or they might be also thinking, what, should I just sod it, let my hair go white? But at the same time, they're like, because of society or people or what they think their partner might feel, they might go, no, let's just carry on. Like they might have a mother-in-law who's about 80 who's still getting her hair black, and they might turn around and go, I'm going to be white, and she's still got black hair. Do you know? I mean, or depending on where you're from, you could be red-haired and but you're you're getting all grey, but your mother-in-law still got her dyeing her hair and stuff like that. So it's that, because but now even youngsters in their 20s and 30s already colouring their hair and doing all this cosmetic stuff. Okay, if we move away from that for a bit, what about health-wise? Do you think that you feel just as, active and energetic, or do you think that, there's more aches, pains and issues and problems and you're going, oh God,
Don't start me. I think when we focus on them a lot, you feel it more, and you're thinking about other things that are hurting. I try not to. But no, of course you're not. Your body's not the same. I think as soon as you hit like your 40s, everything else seems to just.
But one thing is, you'll say this, that you're glad and happy that you had your children when you was young.
Yeah.
Because I think when we had our son, it was obviously.
I was only in my 30.
You was in your 30s.
No, I was 30.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, you was in your 20s when I had the girls.
Yeah.
But even then, when you had our son in your 30, when you were 30, you said that there was a big change of how you felt running around him and being around him, even though you're still active, but you compared yourself of having the three and the energy and the drive that you had. Yeah. So, and then I
think you get to the point in your 30s where you're just like, even if you're at working and you haven't got a kid or whatever, you just want to hit the couch and you don't want to go out. You know, it's very rare you go, and if you do it, you know, you make sure that it's like a one-off where you really have a good time with your girlfriends or whatever else. No, it's about like just unwinding a certain time in your 30s onwards, no distraction. Having a kid in your 30s,
Can you?
you can't do that kind of stuff.
And your 20s and 30s,
You know, you can't, and your body's not the same. You are like, it's not as bad as your 40s, but it isn't. And I did feel the big difference of that because I was on the go, running around. It didn't matter if they were up and they wanted to dance around.
That was your exercise, wasn't it? That was your activity. You take them to school, you bring them back, then you're playing with them, then you're doing this, you're going upstairs, downstairs, whatever.
Him. I don't think, not that I couldn't, because I did a lot with Vida as well, like our son. I did a lot with him. It's just more to the unwinding. I think you get to a point in life where you just want to unwind after a certain time and you don't want to be doing so much. You don't want to, you know, it'd be nice to go out once a week or do something, but not every day of your life, freaking hell, running around, changing an nappy, doing this, doing that, crying, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm so glad that I had my kids young. And I always wanted a family and I wanted to have kids young, and that's one thing I would never change, never. But yeah, oh God, don't even make me think about what it'd be like having a kid in your 40s. I wouldn't even want to. I can't even wear my heels. Like, I think to myself, I'm so comfortable. I'm living that comfortable life. I don't even wear my heels no more. The day that I wear my heels for like half a day, I'll be in bed the next day for like
you done leg day at the gym.
Yeah, and I used to live in my heels since lockdown. I've just not been wearing them. And I've got so used to, you know, my trainers and that comfy life unless I'm going out and about. So
anything else that you think? Because, I mean, there's no point going on and changing the subject. I think it was just like good that you got to talk more about, because I do a lot of talking usually. You got to talk more about you. Not only did the listeners and the viewers get to know a lot about you, but also about, you know, how you embracing getting older.
Yeah.
But you're actually...
I feel like I've been the happiest. I am the happiest that I've ever been. And it's not about like, okay, if I could turn back time and want to look like that, or, you know, I just wouldn't want to feel the way I did. I think that you know, when you're drilled in a certain way, whether it is just, it doesn't have to be a blueprint. Sometimes we do automatically put ourselves in this, like we don't even automatically just, whether it's your thinking, whether it's just, you know, these bad habits that we pick up and we carry on with them throughout life and you don't understand them and stuff. That side of it, when I look at it, I was thinking, God, the thing is, I was so more focused on making sure everyone else is okay, and I didn't look at me and understood the troubles that I was dealing with and what I was going through. Like that, if I was to want to change anything, that would be it. Me focusing on that side of me, like really giving myself
healing that side of
yeah. It wouldn't have been about the way I looked or whatever else. Not, I think that would have been the second thing. Like, yeah, it would have been nicer to embrace the way I looked a lot more. But my first thing would have been the healing, understanding why I have become the way I have, why I have gone through so many things, and I'm not ungrateful. Like, it's taken this long. I'm just happy that I am.
Still got a long time left.
Because there's been times in your life where you're like, will this ever change? And it's only down to you to make that change. And it's that just being in such a good place in your head mentally, it's more than everything else. So yeah, I think I'm going to definitely embrace me grey hairs. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm just glad I made it old and mouldy. Yeah, you did that. So it worked. See, happy person. So we can't complain. But that's it. I think that was more or less covered, because I just felt like there's loads of women out there, all different ages, even the younger ones. This day and age, girls in their 20s, or teenagers, they start feeling uncomfortable either with the way that they look or their body, or the way that, everything out there on social media, people are using so many different things to enhance and look better in themselves. Like I said, you're talking about yourself. You didn't even think about those things at that time. No. You was more or less just getting on with stuff, and then obviously having the kids, and then I think if I was to say anything to these youngsters, and anyone, it doesn't have to be youngsters, but I know I see a lot of youngsters who are very insecure, and I think they make themselves look a lot older, to be honest, with going ahead with the way they present themselves these days. I mean, you see the kids at high school and stuff, they do not look like they're 13 years old, do they? No. They look like they're in their 20s. Honestly, if I could say anything, is more than your appearance and the way you look. you know, obviously it's nice to dress up and do things and look pretty. It does make you feel good. But more than that is having, I don't know, that inner talk with yourself and asking yourself questions that, you know, what is it about me that I can improve, or what is it that what I'm going through. I think it's just, there's
what's more to me besides just the way that I look, or the way that people might see, you know, would look at me, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Yeah,
internally.
Yeah, is it?
So it's the whole thing.
Yeah, the internally thing is can I improve that? Because I think everything else just comes naturally afterwards. Like, you will look good. You will feel, you know, even on your bad days, you'll feel good and look good.
And if you do feel insecure about anything, yeah, it could be the way that you look, or, you know, like what you're wearing, then ask yourself those questions as well. Why am I feeling like that? Because sometimes, again, like you said earlier, that you didn't care about how you look, but you got on with life and you focused on everything else. But later on in life, you looked at yourself and you went, I needed healing because I was the way I was due to several other factors which I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So I think many times when we feel insecure in ourselves, either the way we look, body, face, hair, whatever it might be, clothes, we start to compare ourselves to other people. But at the same time, we're looking at it and going, not looking at it and saying, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why does this matter? What, you know, why do we need to either look or improve certain aspects of us? You know, what is it deep down? That kind of thing. I think many times people just don't understand that. And definitely in this day and age, it's not just cosmetic surgeries up and above, it's everywhere kind of thing. And so even that, you know.
And you know how it is in this day and age, it's so hard to date, or it's like, because of social media, there's trust and stuff with dating people, and people, like, I know youngsters want to look good to find that partner. And it's not about, like I said, we all age. No one, your time's ticking. It doesn't stop. We're all going to age. But it is knowing that person loves you for you inside. The things, the qualities, the good things about you, everything about you than it is on the outside.
Yeah, you can have a pretty face, and then at the same time, you know, you could be a
exactly.
I mean, we see these reality TV shows, and you can see some really good-looking people, but you turn around and you're going, oh God, their personalities are horrible. But yet you can see some people, their personalities are great, but they themselves don't look at themselves as I might be beautiful because either the size or you know or other factors or their age, and they're just thinking, oh my God, people won't find me attractive. But we look at it and we sometimes watch and we go, oh my God, that person's beautiful, that person's amazing. And you know, and
you can see as they speak, it shines through when they speak, and it's not, it doesn't have to be the way they look, it shines and you draw to that person.
So there's going back to what we said right at the starting. So if you was going to have white hair, then why would it matter if you're a good person? You just said it shines through regardless of how someone looked. So if you was going to have white hair and you said, oh, women sometimes think my partner won't be drawn to me. But if you shining and glowing and you're a good person, then it should... No, your husband will still draw to you.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if like, you know, when they show like Disney, most of the time when they show a woman with white hair, she's normally the Wicked Witch kind of thing. But the character also comes with the hair.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But I was just talking, I think, on behalf of other people, and I have seen women who've spoken about it quite a lot. You know, whether their partners have, you know, they don't like it or they don't find them attractive anymore. So there's been a shift in their relationship, or just generally women do speak about how they don't feel like if they are single that they can get men, but yet the other way around, it's just so easy because we women draw to men who just look naturally and
okay. And good. that was a podcast, guys. Hopefully, you know, there's people out there who listen, and if you felt insecure with the way either you feel or the way that you look or your age or whatever else that you I just think this was quite helpful in that sort of sense.
Didn't know where it was going again, but it's been a good podcast. I'm glad we spoke about it. And guys, we thank you for joining us, and let us know what else you guys want us to talk about in the next episode. Drop it down in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.